Most people stay trapped in the exact same city that they were born in. They're working jobs they hate, they're stressed about bills, and they're overtaxed and never realizing that there's another way in life. It's kind of like the movie Limitless, where Bradley Cooper takes the pill and he suddenly goes from broke, depressed writer to getting book deals, learning multiple languages, and living a life where most people can dream about. That's what building a location free life feels like. And if you don't understand this roadmap, life will always feel harder than it has to. You'll always grind, but you'll never get ahead. It's just like a hamster wheel. And in this video, I will give you the exact roadmap to location freedom, the exact 8 steps that will take you from being stuck in a 9 to 5 cubicle to practically living anywhere in the world, earning online income and designing a life on your terms. So let's get into it, guys. This was me working in a 9 to 5. I was painting cars in a body shop where I was slaving away, I would say, more or less. And I had to wear this face mask, and it sucked because I was breathing in these chemicals every single day. Regardless of I was wearing a face mask or not, the chemicals would still go through. I felt very tired at the end of the day, and it was a very draining job where really I don't think I could have done this for more than 10 years because most of the guys in this trade, lots of the guys ended up getting cancer, they're getting lung disease because of all the fumes they're breathing in, and I didn't want to do that. So I ended up finding a way to get out of there. Step number 1, guys, is to stack 15K USD. This is your first step to creating freedom in your life because it's going to help you create runway. If you can just get 15K, stack that, you can go anywhere you want. You can escape forever. This gives you practically 6 to 8 months in Latin America or Asia. And if you don't have any savings, you don't have any leverage, you're going to be completely stuck. And I'm sure you guys can find 15K if you guys can sell your car, sell your furniture, sell all the electronics you have. I'm sure that you can come up with 15K. So instead of just wasting it on a Euro trip or a single trip to South America for a month or a couple weeks, just use that to escape forever instead. Now, when I moved abroad, I was really lucky because I had worked my entire life and I did multiple jobs. I was able to make 100 grand a year and I was able to leave Canada with multiple 6 figures. So I was a little bit luckier than some people who are maybe completely starting from scratch. Number 2 would be to learn a high value skill. I would highly recommend investing in high ticket sales. Don't do drop shipping, don't do Facebook ads, don't do anything else because they need a ton of capital to start. All you need is your time. And it is a very easy skill to scale because first you get into appointment setting. That's usually the entry level. And then once you get into appointment setting, you have the opportunity to transition into high ticket sales where this is where guys are actually making $10,000 a month. Some people are making as much as $20,000 to $40,000 a month USD. And I've heard some guys are even making $100,000 a month USD. This is like the top 0.001% in the entire industry, but it's been done and it's possible. So sales and high ticket sales, remote sales is an unlimited ceiling that anybody can do. Alternative paths would be video editing, UGC creation, online freelancing skills. Just pick one and go deep in it. But my recommendation is high ticket sales. So step 3 is geographic arbitrage. I recommend moving to South America. You can live like an absolute king on just $2,000 a month. You can get a nice apartment, good food. You can be eating 3 steaks daily and you can still live off of 2K per month. You can have a high quality gym, nightlife, all of that's covered. You're buying time and mental peace when you move abroad. And I actually was living under $1,000 a month in a place called Bejo. It's a little bit north of Medellin. I don't really recommend this for most people, but I was able to find a decent apartment in a neighborhood that is considered one of the more, I guess, riskier and more dangerous neighborhoods in Medellin. But I found that to be completely opposite. I found that to be more safe because in Bejo, which is considered where all the gangs live, I was living in their neighborhoods, and these gangs, they would always go to the tourist areas to rob people. And they don't do that in their own neighborhoods. This is what I was told by the locals while I was living in Bejo. I had absolutely no problems. I lived there for 6 months. I guess I got lucky, but you can save so much money moving to South America, guys. It is insane. The other options you have is Santa Cruz, you have Thailand, Vietnam, and a ton of our Latin America countries. And I recommend staying in the Latin American countries because you want to stay in the US time zones for better opportunities, typically if you're working from North America. So step number 4 is to master the skill. You have practically 6 months of freedom, right? Once you have $15,000 saved up, you should realistically set up your routine for maximum efficiency. Wake up, go to the gym, study sales calls, study your script, practice, and treat this like your full-time job, because it is. Build your network. Go to the right gyms in your city. Go to the best gyms. Go to a gym where you're going to be sitting inside of a sauna and you could be networking with another digital nomad or a business owner or a high-level local. So networking events are great. Discord communities, and post your journey on social media, guys. Don't just get into high-ticket sales and never start posting and never move up the online ladder. If you don't post your journey, then you can't build a personal brand off of your new skill, which would be remote sales. And if you want to just be capped at $10,000, $20,000 a month and just be capped on somebody else's offer, then go right ahead and just pretend like you don't exist. If you want to eventually have your own offer and move into communities and YouTube, then I highly recommend documenting the journey. And also cut distractions. Cut out Netflix. Don't chase girls abroad. Let them chase you. No bullshit. Sales mastery comes from reps. They come from a ton of role plays and feedback as well too. So these are the 3 things you need to do to master sales. So step number 5, guys, unlock remote work. This is where you want to land your first role. Aim for something that'll pay you at least $3,000 per month minimum in appointment setting. In high ticket sales, that's absolutely hit. If you don't hit $3,000 per month in high ticket sales, then you're in the wrong position or role, or you need to seriously level up your skills. So apply it to US offers. I found that those are typically where the money's at. Now there's offers all over the world, but if you are North American, you probably want to stick to North American offers. Your $15,000 savings gives you 3 to 4 months buffer time. So if you don't find something in 6 months, something is wrong. And you should be able to find this through outreach, through your network of friends, or just post on social media first. It's like anything in life. You go to your warm audience to find where your first clients are, and it's the same thing finding an offer. You want to go to your audience and ask if anybody's looking for help. And that is how I actually got my first remote sales job. I found one of my friends on Instagram who was living abroad, and I actually just DM'd him. I said, "Hey, are you looking for sales guys?" And sure enough, he said, "Yeah, actually, by the way, my sales manager will get in contact with you. We're looking for an appointment setter." And I was on this offer making $8,000 USD per month for 2 years while I was living in South America. Absolutely amazing. If you're a Canadian, you're making USD and you can save that and bank it, and you're living super low. So that is the hack, guys. Worst case scenario, you go home with incredible stories if this doesn't work out, and you network with a ton of successful online entrepreneurs. So step number 6, you have location freedom completely unlocked. Monthly income is at least $2,000 per month. This is what you need to live like royalty in South America, Asia as well. $2,000 is the bare minimum, guys. I'm just saying this is what you need to live like a king. Just to give you guys a fun fact, the average person in Colombia, the average man in Colombia makes $800 USD. So if you're making $2,000 USD, you are above 99% of most of the locals. The next level is $4 to $6 grand per month. This is where you can go to Argentina, maybe Mexico, Eastern Europe opens up. You can still live in South America. You can go to Medellin, Cartagena, And then from there, 10K per month is where the entire world basically opens up for you. You can go literally anywhere you want, whenever you want. And you have no boss, no location limits. This is what true freedom looks like and it feels like. And it is probably one of the best feelings in the world because you could go anywhere at any time. I remember when I was stuck in my 9 to 5, I literally couldn't go anywhere. I had to stay in a small little body shop, painting cars in a paint booth with absolutely nobody around me all day long. And I probably had human contact once every couple hours because the manager would come in and check on you while you're sanding cars or you're inside of the paint booth. But it is a fucking lonely trade. And I would never go back to it, even though it was paying me multiple six figures. So I got out of there and I never looked back. So step number 7, guys, is to scale to 10K per month and also build location and passive income. Stack those commissions, learn leadership while you're in these sales roles, move to management. Sales has absolutely no ceiling. Your network opens way better deals too once you start posting your journey online, which comes back to building a personal brand. Because once you guys build a personal brand and you're in sales, the beautiful part of that is that you'll never have to go without a sales job ever again. That's the craziest part. So if you don't do this, you're always going to be like hunting for the next deal, which is the next sales role. So build passive income. Stop trading time for money. Create an online business or an investment vehicle that makes you money while you sleep. This could be like investing into crypto, investing into stocks. You could buy real estate abroad. It's super cheap, and you could buy multiple properties and just Airbnb them out. So location freedom is 95% of the puzzle. Time freedom is the final piece. So step number 8 is your new reality. Now that you've figured out the sales game, now that you've got the personal brand, now you have an amazing network, you have ultimate freedom, your earning is unlimited practically. You surround yourself with winners who get it. You go from the smartest in the room to the dumbest. That is complete growth, in my opinion. You can travel anywhere in the world. You can live anywhere. You can work anywhere. The world becomes your playground. You have unlimited earning. You can make more than any 9 to 5 ever could. That's because you are able to set up your system to be tax-free in these countries, which is a whole nother video for itself, but you can set up your taxes to be 0%. Places like Paraguay, places like Panama, you can go to Dubai as well, many other places. But you can make so much more in sales, remote sales, or building your own personal brand. With obviously you need to have high ambition, but guys, stop making excuses, start making bold moves. This is the roadmap that I followed, that a lot of guys have followed as well in the online space. And this is the quickest and the easiest way to break free from the 9 to 5, to building your dream life remotely and to be able to travel the world, build freedom, build your bank account, and have all these amazing experiences while building a life of your dreams. So that's it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you guys in the next one.